very eventful last, I guess, week or so. And I have been working tirelessly, and I mean that, chat. I've got some things to talk to you guys about today. We've got a CMV, two CMVs. I don't want to go crazy with No Way Out because it's hey-heys, and I guarantee they're gonna want to talk about it a little bit too. But I want to talk about Suffering. And chat, I have a very cool progress because, chat, I'm submitted to the cosplay competition. I am submitted. I have done the work. My application's in. I now just have to wait to see what they say, and I get to show you guys what I did for the last 2 days, and basically all I did for the last 2 days. I posted a picture on Tumblr, chat, and I was like, 7 straight hours of sewing. It's more than that. it's more than that. But I'm really happy with it. So chat, can I show you the really impressive looking thing first? Can I show you the really impressive looking thing? So hold on, chat. I'm legally obligated to pull up my reference to show you guys like I do every time. All right. So this is my guy. This is my Blorbo, chat. This is him. That's my Blorbo. Everyone say hello, Blorbo. Everyone say hello, Blorbo. I've needed to get 50% of this cosplay done, right? TM. And that means I wanted to do the entire tunic. I wanted to do the entire tunic. And I did. So, are you ready? You ready, chat? Okay, here it comes. Here it comes. It's coming in at Mach 10. Ba ba da da ba ba da ba 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 da 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 ba ba da ba ba. Tunic! I sewed this from nothing! And it goes further. I want to put it into my fan. It goes, and it has a back. I am so happy with it. And it took so long. It took so long. I'm gonna put him back here. All ominous looking. That's where he can sit for now. But yeah, that was probably like 14 hours of sewing total. It was 7 hours straight on Friday, or Saturday, whichever day it was. But I'd started it before that. But it's the dude. It's the dude, and I'm really happy with it, chat. And then the other thing that I did that I'm very happy with is lightning backpack. Lightning backpack. This goes on his back. I don't have the lights in it right now, but this thing is together, and I'm really proud of it. It's huge. It is huge. It is absolutely massive. Which is just correct. So, what are you gonna do? But I'll show you guys like the nice pictures I submitted. I'll show you guys the nice little pictures I submitted where you can see some stuff a little bit better. So this is all of the equipment, chat. There you go. That's the pieces of equipment. with their lighting up bits. You can see the gauntlet at the bottom has a little bit of its light in it, and this has its light in it. There's a lot more than that to those guys. The really fun thing, chat, is I'm a dude. Which there's a lot in this. There's a lot more. There's the brown bit. There's the pants, which I had to sew. There's so much. There's so many things. And for the back half, you get a Santros cameo with his hands. You get a Santros cameo for how massive this thing is actually gonna look on my back. But you don't have the straps attached to it yet because it's not done. So you get Santros's hands. But I feel like I cooked. I feel like I cooked, chat. I feel very cool. It took so long. And it's gonna take so much longer. But it's like the end is in sight now, and now I just wait to hear back from the contest to see if I'm actually accepted, which I'm not like terribly worried about, but you know, I'm still nervous. I'm still a nervous guy. You definitely cooked. You did cook. I'm cooking actively. Okay, chat. So yeah, that has been most of my day. Like, I got through, I think, 3.5 movies that I had on in the background just while I was sewing, just straight. But now that they're submitted, chat, I get to breathe, and the actual con isn't for another month, so I get to now take my time over the next month and not cram it all into the last 2 days, even though that's definitely what I'll end up doing in the end. Vroom. But yeah, chat. That's that, and that's been most of my time, and I'm very happy with it. It's still going. What do you have to say that's so important, Mr. Vroom man? You know, chat, I figured it out. There's a bus stop outside my window. Like one of the Vegas city buses. It stops right outside my window. And the like vroom I get is every like 30 minutes. When it gets there and it stops and then it drives away, plus all the other cars. I did figure that out. That's the problem. It's the scheduled bus that hits it every couple, like 30 minutes or so. It's fine, chat. But most importantly, chat, 3 days ago, a little something went up on YouTube. A little something went up on YouTube. A little suffering. A little bit of suffering. And maybe yesterday, chat, there was a little bit of another CMV over on Hay's channel, which is kind of crazy. Along with a little bit of lore, which I also want to talk about when I start talking about No Way Out. But chat, I want to do the thing I do, where I go through and I talk about the CMV and some behind the scenes stuff, and it's tasty. I like doing this and like talking about it because there's a lot that goes into the things that are made. It's also been really funny to see all the Epic fans come out of the shadows and be like, Sherbert, I didn't know you were into Epic. And I'm like, yes, it consumes my every waking thought. Okay, chat. So let's do it, and let's do a watch through, okay? And then I'll go through and kind of talk about a bunch of stuff, possibly shot by shot. We'll see. But let's do a little watch through first off. And then I'll talk about it more. So if you haven't seen it, chat, you can do !CMV, and it will link you directly to this video. !CMV always links you to my most recent CMV. Okay, chat, are you ready? Let's do a little watch through. This is exciting. Okay.
more than you know.
Then jump in the water and kiss me.
Penelope, I've told you this before. You know I'm afraid of the water.
I'll make sure that you are safe and sound. Come play with me and our daughter, and let's watch our love leave the ground.
Oh, I would, but I'd be suffering trying to float the whole time.
I would take the suffering from you.
Ooh, as good as that sounds, right here I'm just fine.
I can take the suffering from you.
You know that I prefer my feet on the ground.
I will take the suffering from you.
Fine, but only if you answer a question or two.
Of course.
Okay, so let's say I was on the run, or hiding, from, I don't know, Poseidon. And let's say he blocked the way home with giant waves and giant storms.
Oh no.
How am I to evade him? How am I to get home? Which route should I take? Where am I supposed to go?
He will chase you high and low, so find
This is the money shot to me.
never go. The one way you'll get home is sailing where he's scared to roam. Oh, it's through the lair of Scylla.
No.
This is your only way home, the lair of Scylla.
But Scylla has a cost.
Well, you asked and now you know. Now jump in the water.
Penelope, why? You know I'm too shy and terrified.
I would take the suffering from you.
Ooh, for you I would die, but can't you let me stay dry?
I can take the suffering from you.
You should come onto the ship. We'll jump at the same
I
time.
will take the suffering from you.
The things I do for you.
Oh, it's so tasty. We'll watch the bloops, chat. We'll watch the bloops. It's so tasty, man. Oh my goodness, there were so many.
Penelope, what are those? I don't fall. Yeah.
The shadow! It ruined it! It's so pretty! Oh, it's so tasty. Oh, chat. There were some interesting things going on in this guy. Like, there was some interesting... We had a couple, like, complications that we ended up making work. Thank you, Ink, going for the 28 months! It is almost spooky month. Oh, chat, it's almost spooky month tomorrow. Oh, a new season of VOD starts tomorrow. Oh. I didn't even realize. But yeah, chat. Okay, I want to talk about some stuff. Let's just go, like, from the beginning. So we found this beach. This beach was so tasty. And it had not a lot of people at it. But the people who were there, they made it so difficult for us. And like we ended up making it work just fine. Because it was bothering me, right? It was bothering me that you could see people in this shot. Right? It bothered me a little bit, and I was like, I want the people gone. I want to find a take where I don't have the people. And then Haley was like, you know, they kind of look like sirens, right? And I was like, maybe they do kind of look like sirens. And like, it's really interesting because you never see Like the bottom half of it. Like they're swimming and wading out there in the water, but it's like they're like lurking. They're lurking, and I posted about this on Tumblr. But they literally look like they're standing back there waiting for Penelope Siren to deal with this so that they can all come in. And if you put your mind in that state of mind, the people in the background enhance this thing like infinitely more, because there's a couple spots where you can see them. Where is it? I forget which other shot it is, but you can see him in a couple of different shots, and it honestly works. It works good enough for me. This shot's so pretty. We did originally plan to put Haley in the water, and like get her wet, like fully. We actually had a concept of hold on, I want like, yeah. We had a concept of like, this has got to be so loud, hold on. We had a concept of like, she gets the bottom half of her dress wet, but as she leaves the water, it's dry, which was code for we film her in the water last, so she doesn't have to do the rest with her like legs wet. Right? And that was the plan. And then we lost the sun. And you can see this happen over the course of the CMV, right? We lose light. We had to film this whole thing in about an hour and a half. That was all we had before it got fully sunset. The sun was gone. And you can tell from like Odysseus shots here, and then if you cut to, look at how different the sky looks. And honestly, I love that difference, because as like it's going on longer, right, and you start getting more of what's going on, that like this is a siren, this is not good intentions, it gets spookier, and completely, like, I didn't really even mess with like color correction. It gets less saturated over time from like the ideal kind of facade, right, that the siren is putting up, of like this brightness and all this color and like the bright sky, you know, and by the end of it, that's gone. That's fully gone, and we're in desaturated, stormy, probably what the ocean actually looks like. And I like it. It's the passage of time. And that happened naturally, and I was like, actually, I think I'm fine with this. But you can definitely tell that we filmed my Odysseus shots first, then Haley's shots, and then this shot. Because by this shot, the clouds are gone. Which is like, I don't know how that happened. How did we go, right? We start with the sky looking like this. 30 minutes later, it looks like this. 30 minutes later, it looks like this. What happened to the sky? And I was like, honestly, symbolism, blah, blah, blah. But, like, I was so... Yeah, the weather was a paid actor. California explained. Exactly. And, like, it wasn't, like, raining or anything. But, like, I love how the clouds look here. These clouds look like Zeus is about to get you. Like, Zeus is about to part the clouds and kill you. Right there, right now. And in this shot, this man looks like ethereal. The backlit that this man has, like in the opening shot of him. What is this frame that I've landed on? It's tasty. I'm gonna let this keep playing.
More than you know.
And jump in the water.
Kiss me.
Penelope, I've told you this before. You know I'm afraid of the water.
the sword is like 50-50 whether I have it on my person throughout the CMV, because in some shots, like, I needed to establish that he has a sword with him, right? But also, that thing clunky. So the sword comes on and off, which I think is fun. God, I love this shot. So in a world, chat, this shot originally, right? In the original Zeus when he gets you. Yeah. In the original version, she was in the water, right? And the point of this shot was for her to be coming out of the water onto the sand. But it ended up just being like she was by the beach and then moves up away from the beach. But that was the original point of this shot. I also love this. There's a cruise ship, right? Just out there. Like we all see this is man. I like to think that's his ship. And he went to this island to like check it out. Immersion, you know, you got to put yourself in the mindset of I am in the Odyssey. Nothing else exists. you know what I mean? You gotta put yourself in the mind of I am Greek.
Sounds right here, I'm just fine.
And this shot, she's moving further away from the beach, and it's kind of hard to tell from here to here, but she moves really far from the beach. Like it kind of looks like, because she's the same size in both shots, that like she didn't really move that far. But if you look at where the coast is versus where the coast is, we moved pretty dang far. She's progressing. Girly is determined. She is.
Fine, but only if you answer a question or two.
Of course.
Okay.
I sure was like, Haley, you need to twirl your hair. In my mind's eye, this girly is twirling her hair. This shot's fun. I had to film it a bunch of times with the same motions.
And let's say he blocked the way home with giant waves and giant storms. How am I to evade him? How am I to get home? Which route should I take? Where am I supposed to go?
He will take you high and low. So this is the money shot. And just if they're sirens, they're now moving up onto the beach, right? But this shot, I knew I wanted to be a spinny shot. And as you can see, we got a beautiful take of this shot in the way I wanted it to be, which is from this side. But oh boy, is my shadow there. It looks so stupid. It looks so stupid. But it ended up looking really good, because this is the shot, and in this instead she's like backlit, and I love that. To find a place he'd never go. The bit with that is like, because she like turns around away from him is when she can like break character, as like, where she's like, the lair of Scylla. You know? That. And that's in my mind's eye. Thank you, Z Plays, by the way, for 28 months. Why, thank you. And now, after she says Scylla, is, yeah, throughout this shot, we actually lose light. So right here, we're like saturated, right? And by the end of this shot, it got darker. And the weather was a paid actor. Because watch like how bright she's lit. Like, she's not in gold anymore. She's now just in, like, light. And this is when it also changes. From this POV, we start getting the stormy sky.
This is your only way home, the lair of Scylla.
But Scylla has a cost.
Well, you asked and now you know. Now jump in the water.
Except the water's all the way over there, but it's fine.
Penelope, why? You know I'm too shy and terrified.
Legally obligated. Legally obligated hair tuck. Legally obligated hair tuck.
Why? You know I'm too shy and terrified.
Take the suffering from you.
So this was a fun concept I have for them dancing, and I think it's neat.
Knew I would die, but can't you let me stay dry?
Take the suffering from you.
And this is like siren magic, right? Where she's like, come dance with me. Come dance with me, Odysseus. Dance with me towards the water, Odysseus. And Odysseus is like, okay, yeah, let's dance, except I'm gonna spin you away.
You should come on to the ship. We'll jump
I just love, yeah, you should come onto the ship. Do not dance with me. And just like fully and get out of here. And then she's like, hey, what the hell, right? How dare you spin me away like that? How dare you?
let me stay dry.
Take the suffering from you.
You should come on to the ship. We'll jump out the same time.
And this is the first time she's like actually unsure, because like if that's her like siren magic, right? Like how did he just spin her away? That's not supposed to happen. And you can see the sirens in the back again in this shot, which is tasty.
Take the suffering from you.
The things I do for you.
You know, so in in the original version when I like made this, I was like, yeah, he pulls out the sword and then the credits is to different beast. Like he pulls out the sword and it's like blah 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 blah. And I edited a version of it where the credits and the bloopers was to blah 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 blah. But like watching bloopers and it's like silence and then it's like blah, it didn't go well. It was actually very unsettling, even with dramatic effects. So instead I did fun little music thing, and I love this little riff that happens.
Suffering from you.
The things I do for you.
I think that's tasty. And I was like, actually, that goes really hard. More so than blah, 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 blah. I feel like I've made that sound like maybe too many times. Maybe like too many times I made that sound. But yeah, chat. Very cool. If you guys haven't watched this on your own, or you have friends who are into Epic, and there's been a lot of like Epic animatics that go really hard, but I haven't seen a lot of like Epic live action stuff. I thought it was really cool to take my way that I do content and be like, and look at this musical, everybody, because it's really good. So yeah, chat. I enjoy it a lot. Bah. And for something we only had like an hour and a half to film, really solid. For running out of light and all like the technical difficulties we had, we got to the beach like 2 hours late. I'm totally happy with how that came out. And then chat, another CMV came out. So I had Bound Lore yesterday. As you all know, I had Bound Lore. and a little something something happened in it, and it caused a little bit of a chain reaction of CMVs and streams. And this is the CMV that we filmed when Hey visited us. We rented out a film studio. We got a... We did a Sherpverse CMV, and I want to watch this through and talk about a little bit. I want to leave some of it for Hey to talk about as well. But I want to talk about a couple things because I think they're cool. So let's do a little watch through, chat, and I'll talk about a couple of things. Are we ready? If you haven't seen this, you should, and it's up on Hey's YouTube channel. Go watch it. This is neat. Okay, here we go.
We could take a journey down memory lane.
Minus.
But where would it really go? I already know you. We could ride it out a while, playing it by ear, but how could you play it? Oh, you hardly ever listen, and there's no way out. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. And there's no way out. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. And there's no way out. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. And there's no way out.
Oh.
Couldn't, would, should have I left it up to you, willing to take control so I could just follow. But time reveals a lot about yourself, and I'm not getting younger. And there's no way out. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. And there's no way out. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. And there's no way out.
I love this shot.
Oh, oh, oh.
This is so smooth. A hop, skip, and a jump away! Oh! Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba. It's tasty, okay? So yeah, I don't want to go too like crazy with this one if Hey wants to talk about it, but a couple of things. So you get Quixio, right? Rio, the Hypixel man himself, the little bitch that he is. This fun fact, which I'm sure you guys noticed, is the exact same shot progression. So it's foot, hand up, reveal over the shoulder, turn, look, rip off, relax, reaction, put in hand, push away, right? And that is the exact same shot progression as right here. Foot, hand up, reveal over the shoulder, rip off, react, put in hand, close in hand, which I know you guys noticed, but it's we did that on purpose. From both pass down of Quixis that you see in this. And I think that's fun. One of the other things that I talk about every time that I do a character Sherbert CMV for Icarus, I always try to, when we're filming, to represent events that are well known, right? Like when we're filming like the events of season 1 again, right? Like for Can't Stand the Rain, after we've done or same for like Burning Pile, where after I've done CMVs showing the events of season 1 already, every time that I do that, I like to include or try to film something from that era that has not yet been filmed. So like in Burning Pile, when we go through season 1, I made sure I wanted to get a shot of Icarus on the End Islands, because that was something I'd never filmed in a past CMV. Like, I'd filmed the prison, and I filmed shooting Haley and all of that kind of thing, but I never got a shot of Sherbert laying down on the End Island. So I was like, when I film the CMV, I want to get that. And that shot in this is the ear change, which is something that is known that happened, but has never been filmed live action in a CMV. And I think that's fun.
I'm not getting younger.
I think that's very, very neat. I like to do that so that you guys have more and more clips of events that have happened over time. Because like even though we're reshooting like Waking Up with the bleeding eye for the first time, we get the a new shot that you guys haven't seen in live action before. I love you guys are absolutely right, people who notice this, that the decay goes for the bleeding eye first. That was absolutely on purpose. The decay absolutely goes for the eye that was bleeding first.
But time reveals a lot about yourself, and I'm not getting younger.
Which is neat. What a shot to pause on. That's like the definition of looking at CMVs. What a frame to pause on. I am in love. So when you see Midas, Midas goes up and bangs on the door, right? And then you get a bunch of shots of their feet running around. You get a bunch of shots of them running, and you're notably not able to see what the rest of them looks like. And then the next time you do, their hair is white, their jacket is rainbow. So that time when they're running around trying to figure out what to do is when that changes. And that's neat. I love what exactly the shot is it? This one. And this is the thumbnail too, because we were like, yeah, I want a shot of Midas sitting on the ground, and I said, hey, don't move. And I went over and I sprayed out the jacket and was like, this looks so cool, you don't even know. And I spread out the rainbow on the jacket, and I was like, no, we have to do this because it looks so freaking cool. We time skip pretty hard here for when they're communicating, and Midas is writing the notes to various things, and then getting Midas a comm, which is this shot. Which is kind of the last piece that they needed to be able to, you know, do the whole Quixis thing. Look at him go. And then Midas gets to walk around all the worlds. That's what they're doing right now. They get to go walk around looking for the worlds. And maybe someone's following them. It's tasty, chat. It's tasty. I think it's neat. You guys also got updated Icarixis. My first time I did Icarixis, I didn't have the gloves. And I had worse ears. These are like the good ears now. But I had the gloves by this one, which I was very happy about. Because I didn't have the gloves actually in the finale of Fable. I didn't have them. Which slightly upset me, and that's why I was like, if I'm filming Icarixis again, I want the gloves. And I think it's neat. I think it's neat, chat. And then, of course, Hey did their stream, which, if you didn't go watch, the VOD's already up on Hey's channel. And you guys got the first live content of Icarixis, which was really cool, because Hey and I were talking about it, and they were like, yeah, I want to do a Rael stream. And we were like, what would that even look like? And then I was like, I think we have to do the world port live, which is crazy. And has some crazy ramifications in itself. You actually got to be in the world port. Yeah. There's some crazy ramifications that this has, which you guys will see. And I can't go too ridiculously in depth for that. Hey and I sure were spamming each other with music before that stream, where I was like, here's all the music I used when I was in the world port. and they were throwing me a bunch of music for the bound lore, which the bound lore. Ven and I just have a way of doing that. Every single time Ven and I do lore together, and we're like, let's make it fruity. We don't like plan anything in advance. We were like, yeah, we're gonna talk about your brother, we're gonna talk about your mom, we're gonna talk about the fact you burned all those things down, and we'll bond. And that was the only word we had about it beforehand. And then we got into it, and it's tasty, dude. It's tasty. Bound lore, I love birds. I love the lovebirds. It was funny because now it's like official, right, that they're kind of a little gay. I remember in like the bound character meeting when I was pitching Ash, and I was like, yeah, I want to do a little Roadrunner. Here's like the terrible things that they did in the past. And then I sure poked Ven and was like, yo, do you want to be gay? And then the whole call of everyone in VC that was like, Sherbert's gonna do a love plot? Sherbert's gonna do a love plot? Hey, I was so spooked because like I like all the versions of Sherbert in the past, I'm like, yeah, they're there and they're maybe kissing that one guy, but that's besides the point. And this time I was like, no, let's be gay. And everyone was like, what? What? Hi, Ghosty. I'm talking about the bound lore. I'm talking about the bound lore right now. Hi. But yeah, now that they're like officially gay, I remember texting Ven and being like, we literally have red and blue gays, what the hell? I think it was because of Fable too, because we were like, damn, we kind of slayed this wet birds thing. Want to do it again? Want to do it again, but with different guys. I sure was telling Ben, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna tell you about like what happened with like Drake and Castrol. And they were like, Marcel's probably fine with that. And it's tasty, dude. Finally healing from We Could Have Been Something. I know. Listen, we didn't get to give you Wet Birds on Fable, so you guys get moderately the same thing. Marcel is not a Ven version. I'm pretty sure Ven said that. Ven has said that. In the same way that like Theo and Vast are in Ray versions. People sure were like, oh my gosh, but Vast is the Ray version. And I was like, Drake is right. Drake is right there. They're silly birds. They could be dunked in some water. They could be wetter birds. It's true. We get them in another font. We do get them in another font. Oh, hello. Hello. Take a little shower.
I did take a little shower. Also, I decided I'm not going to class today.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I love that.
Because it would be unsafe for me to drive. Not because I don't want to.
Yeah.
That's fun times.
Yeah.
I'm just saying hi.
Yeah. I actually kind of finished talking about all the stuff I was going to talk about.
Wow.
Do you have
Does that
anything
mean
to
you're
say
done?
about suffering?
Guys, suffering sucks. Get help.
She
if
can
you're
take the suffering from you. She can take it away from you.
I'm kidding.
Because she's always dangerous. Do you want to?
Oh, I'm having health issues.
Yeah.
I called the doctor. They didn't
She
answer
actually
me. They said, leave a message.
It's okay.
That's all. I came to say hi, though.
Yeah. We're being cozy guys.
Oh, but suffering, do you tell them about me? Now,
I haven't talked about that
What?
actually.
What?
They know, but I haven't talked about it in depth.
chat, I left my whole dress in Vegas.
Yeah.
The whole dress. And I remembered, I don't even know why I remembered. I was like, oh, okay, we need to find a place to change. And I was like, Sherbert, my dress is back there, right?
As we are 4 hours into the drive and we go, oh no.
Yeah.
And part of the reason like we got to the beach like later than we anticipated was because we had to take an hour detour to go to Spirit Halloween and get another dress. But it looks fine. Like
Yeah.
there's nothing like it's pretty close.
And we were like, well, it's easy because Spirit Halloween is open.
Yeah, like if Spirit Halloween wasn't around, we were kind of screwed.
But like, they definitely.
But this does also mean, not that you actually did go in the water, but like when the plan was for her to go in the water, she was like, my dress is gonna get ruined. And then we got the Spirit Halloween dress, and we were like, oh look, it's a different dress. We can ruin this one.
And then I didn't even touch the water.
Yeah, no.
Didn't even. Well, that was mostly because
Light.
of light. Because
We would have had to film
it last.
you in the water last, which would have been the dark time, which, as I just went over, that wouldn't have worked.
Yeah. that was why we got there at 5 o'clock. Sunset's at like 6:50, and we were like, okay, starting shot.
Yeah, I was like, here's me on a rock, go. And then there was 30 million people running behind us. There was a guy with a metal detector, like down at the, oh my god, the guy with the metal detector. I wanted to punch him a little bit because it's a metal detector. He was just kind of going up and down and up and down, like directly where we wanted to film. And we ended up like making it work. Like we didn't get a lot of people in the shots and stuff except for the people in the water, which was fine. I like the
Tell them
people.
about the people who saw us at the end. we wrapped filming, and then we were like, okay, let's go. And there was like a mother and daughter on the beach, and they were like, thanks for being our beach entertainment. We just watched you for 2 hours.
It was goofy. There were a surprising amount of people on this random beach.
There was an unsurprising amount of people. I thought it was gonna be way more packed.
No, that's why we found like a small beach. This beach was right next to a power plant. Fun fact.
We were like dodging
A power plant.
shots out of the power plant.
Yeah.
The
So that's
shots,
fun.
You think the flavor is that it's low because he's looking down. The flavor is actually
There's
that
a
it's
power
low,
plant.
and there's a power plant right behind us.
Yeah. It's goofy.
A giant one too.
It was big. It was really big.
Oh, and
Anyway.
by the end of filming, we were gonna kill each other.
Oh yeah. Like when we were dancing and I was like, so Haley knows how to dance, right? Haley took a dance class, like knows how to like.
I took multiple college dance classes.
Yeah.
From former Olympic dancers.
And I was like, I just want to step in a circle.
This isn't a dance. This is not.
Then why
a
does it
dance.
look good? Then why does it look good? And I have so many takes of us dancing and then messing up and then yelling at each other.
Every single dance take, we ended it and then we screamed at each other. What are you doing? Why are you
doing it wrong?
And like, I literally had to like retrain myself to not even move my feet. It was like waddling back and forth, but in a circle.
Yeah! The summer, you should come on to the ship.
It was cartoonish.
And then we got in the car and drove to an amusement park and then was fine. we like, to be clear, we have a good filming. Like, you've now done so much filming with me that it's not even like a stress. It's very funny because you
Thank you, Laka.
Step 1, 2, step. How about bow, bow, bow in a circle?
Sometimes the marketing team will come into my work and they're like, Haley, can you film a video for us? Like, just hold the camera? And I'm like, actually, I really can.
It's funny because I'll give you the camera and I'm like, this is the shot in Sherbert language. And you go, okay, and then you do exactly that. Or I'd be like, fix this one thing in Sherbert language. Not actual film terms, which I know. I know the real film terms. But saying...
I speak Sherbert language.
You speak Sherbert language, and I'm very stupid.
Oh wait, do they know about the one thing? Am I able to talk about that? The Hey Hey thing?
Which thing?
What do you... The only thing that Hey Hey's doing that I am also a part of, that do they know about that?
I don't think that's a now. I mean, it might be. I'll talk about it later. Right now, if it's announced. No.
Okay, never mind.
There's something fun soon. That's on Hey Hey to disclose.
Yeah. That's not us.
It's not our thing. But that'll be fun. There's some fun stuff. I'm just happy to not have to work for 10 hours straight crafting.
Yeah, you're gonna save it all until right before the convention.
Yeah, it's true. Secret project part many. Shut up. It's fun if you don't know things. I will say, chat, the Icarix's CMV, I was waiting for this. I was waiting for No Way Out to release and the live Icarix's stream. So that CMV is allowed to come out now. I was waiting for that specifically. I wanted that to happen first. So ready for the chat. Soon. That's all you get. And then they go, soon! Anyways, I am gonna end.
That's fair. You want to go get food? Summer never answered me.
Yes, please.
And I kind of still want Chick-fil-A.
I'm hungry.
Okay.
I'm hungry.
About to take my dog for a walk.
No, okay. Because last night, chat, I finished crafting and I finished submitting my stuff. And then I was like, Haley, can we go get a little sweet treat? Can we go get like ice cream? Can we go to Sonic and get ice cream? And Haley was like, I don't have the energy to leave the house. And David was just like running around cleaning everything. And he was like, I need to do this, this, and this. And Haley was like, you need to take your dog for a walk. And he was like, what? And I was like, outside? And then we went and got ice cream. So taking your dog for a walk, referring to me wanting to go outside, is insane. Dog. Which, okay. Yeah, this is where I'm gonna end for today. Thank you guys for watching. I just wanted to do a stream going over some stuff, chat. I think tomorrow is a new season of VOD, so I think stream tomorrow will be a new season of EOD. I don't plan to be in this one a ton, but I am in the next season. I am in this next season, and it's a little bit spooky, which you guys will see tomorrow. But probably, you guys will probably get an EOD stream tomorrow and a hardcore stream on Wednesday. Sound good? EOD and then a hardcore stream on Wednesday. for no reason in particular.